Hi, danhshirley here. You know those feelings, those hunches, those coincidences that we always get and we wonder, what's going on? Well, they're very important messages that are coming from our universal mind. They're meant to guide you in the right direction. So we need to start paying attention to those. But are you surprised by how often the voice talks to you during the day? A lot of times it's going on during the day, but we don't hear it because we're just so busy in our lives, and it's so noisy in our lives that when it's speaking to us, we're just not hearing it. And that's something we've got to stop and slow down a little bit, pay attention to, because it's very important. The secret to hearing it is, as I said, we need to slow down. A lot of CEOs do this. They'll meditate throughout the day different times, and it's a simple act of being quiet in the mind and getting the answers when you're looking for them. You see, your subjective mind is where your hunches come from. That's where your gut feeling, when you get those urges that something's not the way it is, or something's trying to tell you something. That's basically your subconscious mind, and it communicates with your conscious mind. And by using one of the greatest faculties of all time, which is your intuitive mind. It is the mental tool that allows you to plug into the communication with the infinite intelligence. You got to think about that. It's a mental tool that allows you to plug into and communicate with the infinite intelligence. Once we understand how the intuitive mind works, great things will happen. It is a marvelous tool, and it enables our conscious mind to receive messages from our subconscious mind. So it tells us how to do many things we are asking how to get done. But a lot of times we don't pay attention, so we don't hear it, or it's too noisy. When you're asking the question, it always brings the answer with it. This is the intuitive factor talking to you, and this is spirit basically talking to you. We often say that prayer is when we sit down and talk to God. Well, you need to understand this, that intuition is when God sits down and talks to you. You're getting your answers. The problem is when we ask a question, we're often so busy we take if it was a phone, we leave it off the hook, the line would ring busy and we don't get the answers. So that's something we need to be aware of. All heard of the law of attraction. Well, attraction is a secondary law. It is actually vibration. Nothing stands still. As my mentor says, we all live in an ocean of motion. And it's so true. Now, you see, when you get a good feeling or a bad feeling, we have to decide, is that a vibration of our faculties, example, intuition, or is it from our senses, which usually will take you in the opposite direction. Because as I mentioned before, we have 5 senses, which is your see, hear, taste, touch, smell, and then you have your 6 faculties, which is imagination, the will, intuition, memory, reason, perception. And you got to realize where's this answer coming from. So people can communicate through the medium of the molecule intuition, through time and space, which doesn't separate us. We can communicate on a level that supersedes any emails, texts, or telephones. We are all together when we deal on this plane. There's no distance between us. And people don't understand that. It's a big idea, and like I said, most people just don't grasp that. I want you to understand that when you get a good feeling to go somewhere or call someone or do something, then don't go do it. Don't put it off. And when you ask a question, then open your mind and be ready to receive the answer, because the answer is there. We just aren't listening for it. We aren't searching for it. So if you like what we've talked about, give us a like. If you don't want to miss any of these, subscribe. And we try to bring them out every Saturday morning so that you get a chance to look at them over the weekend. And other than that, I'll be doing a review on Monday afternoon at 4, so I hope to see you there. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.